focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Now Golden State's starting five. We'll see Wiggins and Green play in the forward spot. Curry and Poole are the guards. And it's Looney in at the five.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. And it's the Warriors' ball. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
And that one's good by G.
And some off-the-court news for MP recently. He announced he'll be a spokesman for Ruffles.
Oh, and he'll be great. And to be honest, you know, Greg, I'm not sure why Ruffles hasn't reached out to me. I practically live off the cheddar and sour cream. And I can say Ruffles has ridges.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collectively.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Here's G. No good that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Outside Curry. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's G, guarded by Curry. Bucket is good. G's got 7 points in the game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Curry way outside. The long distance three is buried.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
And the foul called on G. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The pairing up front, it's Green and Looney. Curry and Poole are the guards. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
Here's Poole. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Wiggins has got it all tied up now for the Warriors. Well, Phoenix shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. Here's G. Ayton trying to break free. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Stephen Curry.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Phoenix, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. First one falls for him.
For so long, the Golden State Warriors were waiting to be back at full strength. But when one guy comes back, it seems like another goes down. The injury bug has been a real challenge for them.
And G drops them both. Injuries, though, are an obstacle the Warriors, RJ, have met head-on.
Yeah, it's impressive how they've overcome those hurdles, insisting on still playing their best basketball, even when they're shorthanded.
And they've had a chance to develop some younger players when the older guys, the established players, were out.
Got to use these opportunities because 5 minutes can go to 10, just like 10 minutes can go to 0.
Well said. And some big news for MP with his endorsements. Greg, he'll be one of the faces representing Gatorade in short order.
And you think back to all the famous stars who have represented Gatorade. Now, adding MP to that group, that is a huge honor.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Phoenix. Jerome, he's checked in for Stephen Curry.
At the line for your Suns, number 16. At the line for one,
G, no good on the free throw. In your younger days, RJ, you had seasons where you averaged over 22 points a game. Some players later in their careers struggle accepting smaller roles, different roles. As a player, talk about that challenge.
Self-confidence is a weird one. Sometimes it can work great for you, and sometimes it can work against you. For me personally, as I got older, I loved finding the challenge. And the challenge was, how could I star in my role? Was it as a 10-point-a-game scorer? Was it as a 20-point-a-game scorer? Or was it as a 5-point-a-game scorer? Because ultimately, you have a chance to have an impact on the game. And I love basketball, so I was going to take any role you were going to give me.
What a great answer. So in other words, you've always got to evolve.
You always get to evolve, and it's always going to be adapt or die, especially as you get older. You have to adapt or your career is going to end. I would have never played 17 years if I didn't adapt.
Pass to Poole. Here's Jerome. 7 points in the game, and the foul called on G. And that'll be his third foul so far. And here is Poole.
Nice effort from Booker, making things hard on the shooter.
Off target at the rim. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. Let's work for him. GA, thanks.
His play just keeps getting better, clearly building on the foundation of that strong first quarter.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Poole. Back to Wiggins. Some nice passing by Golden State. Jerome, no good. And here are the Suns now. They're on a 14-6 run. And that one's good by G. G's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns. And the Warriors with possession here. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Passes to Looney. To the paint. And that one is good from Jerome. Jerome's got 6 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside, KD. 2 points. That one goes. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Jerome passes to Poole. Here's Wiggins. Misses the hole, and he's now 3 for 4.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Jerome. Softly drops in the floater. 13 points in the game.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Here's G. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Jerome passes to Wiggins. Over in the corner, Poole. The three-pointer, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well-equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
And the pass to Wiggins. Back to Poole. Takes the three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
And again, shot good from G. And that's now 25 points for G.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Jerome. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And he drives in, and G with the stuff.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Pass to Looney. It's stolen by G. Suns leading by 18. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an all-NBA team.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
And Phoenix making a change here. Baisley's checked in. Then for the Warriors, JaMychal Green comes in for Kevon Looney. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Ty Jerome.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Durant. Wiggins finds Poole. And he uses the glass on the layup. Poole's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, 1 make in 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
Here's G. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Suns lead by 20.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Wiggins up top. Back to DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Poole. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Poole's got 4 this quarter.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's G. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Poole kicks to DiVincenzo. Fires from deep. Again, the miss by Poole.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Here's Green, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And as good as Draymond Green has been on the floor, this guy will be an all-time broadcaster, already a popular podcast. Great TV studio appearances as well.
The first one falls, and Draymond Green, the next broadcasting star. You've watched his work. Why is that?
And Kevin, I think his basketball IQ is incredible, and we see that when he plays, but he can also vocalize it to the audience. And of course, Draymond is not afraid to say what he thinks.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Landale's checked in, and it's Ross in for Booker. Poole with no one around. Ross grabs the board.
they've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And it's G finishing it off.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
This Warriors squad struggled. Poole kicks to DiVincenzo. Pass to Payton. Back to DiVincenzo. Over Ross. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Poole the pass to Payton. From outside the arc, that's good from Poole on the assist from Payton. Poole's got 10.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Now the pass to Bazley. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Outside, Payton. Back to Poole. Wiggins outside. Some nice passing by Golden State. That one doesn't go. Look at the last game for the Suns. It was a win against the Heat in FTX Arena. And it's G finishing it off.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Poole the pass to Payton. Back to Poole. Shoots the 3. It's not going to go for him. The Suns go the other way with it. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
You know, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
Good on the shot. 7 points in the game.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Here's G. And the 3 off target. And for the Warriors, they're shooting 41% from the field here in the second. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's G. And the jumper is on the mark. G's got 43 points.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Green left side. Inside, Payton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's G. From down in the low post, it goes. G's got 45 points.
Oh, heads-up play by Warren. Spotting and wide-open shooter and delivering a dime.
Second chance shot. And it's in. Wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right at... And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it... threatening to be. You look at G in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
G is out there with Booker, and it's Durant, then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Craig in at the power forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Rebound by the Suns. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. No good from outside. Suns leading by 19 points. Booker in the post. Guarded by Poole. Good. 49 points for G.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Again, Wiggins missing.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's G. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Here's Jerome. He's got 13. Over G. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And, you know, he's not usually the guy to break out the crossover. Worked for him that time, but I'm not sure I would be doing that consistently.
Here's G, and there's the drive.
He found his groove right away and hasn't let up. It's not surprising that he's leading the way on offense.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Jerome. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Another bucket. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Warriors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Here's Jerome. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. With the drive, and it's G finishing it off.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives.
Whoa, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you. Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And one more. Look at that fantastic Mobile One drop.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Second personal foul. First team.
For Phoenix, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Phoenix. Number 16. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And there's a lot you can say about Golden State's offensive abilities, but their defense is also razor sharp. They know how to control the flow of the game.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Poole.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
in a major drought need to find some sort of momentum.
Ayton, the pass to G. 5 on the clock. Pulls it up. Good, that's another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Curry from deep three-point land. And again, no good by Golden State. And some might go as far, Greg, is saying Golden State's defense is underrated.
It is kind of overlooked at times, and their shooting is so exceptional it hides everything else, like how they can dominate the glass.
Defense 16.
And that one's good by G.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
That shot wide open. Curry's got 14.
And when Curry is shooting while in rhythm, he is lights out. Nothing you can do to stop him.
And he makes that one.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Pass to Jerome. Passes it to Looney. Outside Curry. Again, Golden State.
Slick move by Curry with the ball, getting the defenders off balance so he can find a shot.
Here's G. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Curry fires from way outside. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's G, guarded by Curry. Puts it up. Here's Ayton, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. He's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Jerome. 15 points in the game. Here's Green. Outside for Curry. From downtown. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
G and G with the stuff.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And the foul called on G. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And guys, at this point, just a side note, they've got this one sewn up. He's probably headed to the bench one way or the other.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Phoenix. Then for the Warriors, Gary Payton has checked in for Looney. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Ty Jerome.
The way that Curry reads the floor, he could get double-digit assists on any night if he wanted to.
Here's G. They get it back. Here's Durant. And that one, good. KD's got 9.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Curry can't get it to go.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
G dishes to Ross. And G has it in the corner. Three-pointer. Suns keep it alive. Launches a three. Drains the three-pointer.
Quite simply, he is carrying this team, doing most of the work scoring-wise.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Curry with it. He's got 19. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And one of the many special things about Steph Curry, his loyalty. Sticking with this Warriors franchise since being drafted back in 09.
And that one's good by G.
And he's quickly up to 4 made threes in this game. Sheesh, get this man the rock.
Here's Curry with the three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 15 here tonight. And talking about Steph, he is the face of the franchise. And his loyalty is shown.
Steph's been a model citizen, never complains, never...
And good! There's another.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. Curry's shot is good.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
G passes to Ayton. And he drops it in from the low post. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
The pass to Curry. On the wing, Green. Off target from outside. Phoenix has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7.
And talking about...
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. So long, everyone.
Great perimeter defense in this win tonight. How did you guys manage to shut them down?
Man, sometimes you got to take matters into your own hands. You know, I feel like that's what the team needed, was a spark. You know, so I tried to create one by locking down my man and forcing some turnovers.
So do you see yourself as the guy who needs to provide a spark?
I mean, come on, John. That's why they drafted me, right? I mean, listen, there's guys in this league who can shoot, maybe even get a bucket, but that's all that they can do. With me, you got a whole package, man. I mean, hopefully you saw a little bit of that tonight.
We sure did. Hey, thanks for your time, bud.
Anytime, brother.
I spoke with Ashley, and she was clear about the ground rules for this interview.
Okay, great.
No. Frighteningly clear.
Yeah, she's just trying to protect me, man, that's all.
Right. Well, make sure to let her know that I was clear with you that this is an off-the-records interview.
Bro, it sounds like she put the fear in your heart a little bit.
Yeah, well, she knows a lot about my personal life. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. All right.
Anyway.
Interesting, but we can leave it at that.
Anyway, what I know so far is that Othella Akpem has been butting heads with people in the front office.
Yeah.
Is this correct?
Yep, 100% true.
Can you tell more about that?
Yeah, that's what I'm here for, man. But I do have to ask you, I'm a little nervous right now. I don't usually do things like this, so just bear with me a little bit.
I promise to be a sympathetic yet journalistically impartial ear.
Great. I appreciate that. So as you know, it all starts on draft night, and most of the fans didn't want me there.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so they hired Freddie Novak to smooth things over with the fans on a PR perspective.
Interesting.
But it wasn't like a commercial, like cynical stuff like the media made it out to be.
What was it?
They wanted to eliminate distractions so the team could just function at its highest level, you know? With all the negative press they got for drafting me, they knew that it would continue to be a story long past it should have been. And they didn't want me or my teammates to have to answer any questions about it, man.
So this was a top-down initiative?
Oh, absolutely. But the thing is, I was also on board with it. You know, supporting the community has always been huge for me, so I was already planning to get to know the fans regardless.
I see. Now, you're right. But how did Othella Akpem then play into this?
Man, he literally forbid me from doing any of the activities that me and my team came up with to help achieve those goals, man.
He forbid you?
Straight up. Like, straight up. He even said I could ignore anything coming from Freddie Novak's group. And obviously, I worked very closely with Freddie on this.
Wow. Okay, so why do you think he was so against you having these interactions with the fans?
Man, maybe he's old school, and this is maybe too, like, touchy-feely. I don't know. But one thing I do know is it did not sit right with me, that he couldn't just go along with the team and do what everyone thought was good, you know? Like, you don't always have to agree with people in this business, for sure. In fact, it's almost healthier if you don't all the time.
Right, yeah, different perspectives.
Exactly. But, you know, once the decision is made, you got to get on board. And he just refused to do that.
YMP, that's very interesting.
Yeah, I thought you might like that, man.
Well, of course, I'll have to verify all this. I mean, I can't publish these claims based on one off-the-record interview.
No, listen, man, I expect nothing less of you, John. I understand.
Okay, well, is there anything else I should know?
Nah, that's pretty much it. You have any other questions?
No, I mean, I don't know what's your motivation behind doing this, nor did I ask, but I appreciate you coming to me with this story, MP.
I appreciate you, man. Taking the time as always.
Anytime you want to talk again about this, let me know. I'm always here.
For sure. Oh, you're here, so that can't be good.
Well, it's not bad either. Things aren't inherently good or bad. They just are as we are today.
Okay, so what's up?
So the trade rumor leaked, and Othella is escalating things.
Okay, because of the Luck article?
Almost certainly.
So what's our next move?
Well, first things first, you're wanted in the press room. Now, Nate White had this report, so you're going to want to call on him first, face this head on.
Okay, yeah, I can handle Nate.
I'm sure you can. After that, head to the office so we can talk next steps, okay? We're going to have to accelerate the plan a little bit because the rumor dropped.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good.
Remember, you want to be here. You have nothing to hide.
Mm-hmm.
If the team is looking to trade you, this is the first you're hearing about it.
All right. Thanks, eh?
Yeah.